the Ahmadiyya Muslim community within Islam. Founded in 1889, spans more than 200 countries, spreading a message of peace, harmony, and tolerance. This beautiful city has hosted the community for over 100 years, and it is the City of London that has hosted this year's charity event. This event, known as the Charity Walk for Peace, was organised by Ansarullah Ahmadiyya UK, a subsidiary organisation of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community UK. This annual challenge began in 1985 under the auspices of the fourth Caliph of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, Hazrat Mirza Tahir Ahmad, may Allah have mercy on him, bringing together members of the community from all across the UK to compete in a heat of challenges and raise funds for various sponsored UK charities. This year's event was hosted around the rural area of southwest London in the south of England, where participants gathered at the Battle of Thu Mosque to take part in this challenge. The national president of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in the UK, Mr. Rafiq Ahmed Hayat, opened the proceedings with a congregational silent prayer to begin the day's competitions.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the very next couple of minutes, we're starting our marathon. And my advice to all the walkers is that please be very careful. Don't take any risks on the way. Observe the road signals and codes so that we do not put anyone's life in danger. And drink lots of water because the sun's out today. And try and make sure that if you get too tired, then stop and rest and somebody will come and pick you up. It's not a race, this is just a nice walk for everyone to enjoy. So please enjoy, and we will hopefully see you back here before 2 o'clock. Alright? So all of you have a very good walk. I'll be there with you, don't worry. For everyone, we just raise our hands and offer silent prayer. You can pray in your own way that you want to. So please join me in silent prayer. Ameen.
Patrol vehicles and refreshment checkpoints made sure the participants were all looked after. Some total 1,600 participants raised funds for 20 UK-based charities, including the British Heart Foundation, Macmillan Cancer Support, Royal London Society for the Blind, Action for Children, Gift of Sight, and Humanity First. For many of these charities, the event has become a highlight in their calendar, where representatives attend to show their support for an occasion that has charity at the heart of it. This year the organisation hit a new target of over £210,000 raised on the day of the event, with over £100,000 more promises still to come.
We help most vulnerable and neglected children all across the UK. We have 650 services, so we really are from Scotland to Cornwall and everywhere in between. I'm really pleased to say I've been involved with this particular event, this Charity Walk for Peace, for several years now, and Action for Children has been very proud to be involved for many, many different years. It's a wonderful, wonderful day, raises very, very valuable funds, but it also raises much needed awareness for Action for Children as well. I think there's 2,000 walkers today, so that's a lot of people for a lot of water, and it's just such a beautiful day, so the water's really necessary.
So how long have you been stationed here then?
Only a few hours, so nothing compared to the effort that people have put in to arrive here today and to take part in this brilliant event.
So we support babies, toddlers, young people and their family to live a life without limits. So we do this by providing services in education, employment and social environment to give them support with vision impairments. We were here last year and we've had like a long lasting relationship with Amadeo as well. So yeah, and we're here today as well. I'm liking it. It's like keeping them motivated. I've seen like so many kids running down, which I find really surprising. I thought I would have been like dead already, but yeah, no, it's great. It's great to see so many people coming together for this one cause as well, and so many other charities too, not just the community, but everybody's coming together on this like amazing sunny day.
A total of 5 hours after the event had begun, all members, young and old, had crossed the finish line.
Yeah, sure. We are the only charity in Kingston and surrounding areas that provides support and advice for refugees and asylum seekers. We have about 1,600 registered members, clients. We provide holistic help for refugees and asylum seekers. So we teach them English, we give them advice on immigration, advice on benefits, housing. We have a special advocate that helps them access health provision in the borough. We haven't been extremely good at this type of fundraising, so we wanted to start and we raised almost £500 for this walk. So we're really happy and we hope to continue in that direction. It's absolutely lovely. We met lots of people from the community that we haven't met before, and so it's nice to make friends as well as enjoy. It's a beautiful day and it's really the right cause, and we really support it. And we know you're going to support us, so it's a win-win situation.
Following the walk, attendees celebrated their successes, sharing their experiences over a well-earned break and lunch. The final session was presided by the National President of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community in the UK, Mr. Rafiq Ahmed Hayat. He was joined by the National President of Majlis Ansarullah Ahmadiyya UK, Mr. Chaudhry Wasim Ahmed, Baron of Wimbledon, Lord Tariq Ahmed, Mayor of the London Borough of Sutton, Councillor Arthur Hookway, Member of the Welsh Assembly, Mr. Muhammad Asghar, and representatives of the various UK-based charities. National President of Majlis Ansarullah Ahmadiyya UK, Mr. Chaudhry Wasim, reporting on the event, congratulated all members who participated, organisers, competitors, and charity representatives alike, who gave their full efforts to raise funds for the good causes running across the UK.
By the grace of Allah, we have successfully completed the walk today, and I wish to express my sincere thanks to all walkers, supporters, friends, and fundraisers who have joined us today to help us raise awareness for noble charitable causes. I also wish to thank the large team of volunteers and organizers without whose immense hard work this task could not have been achieved. Ahmadiyya Muslim Association continues to support humanitarian causes and each year raises money through charity walks held by its auxiliary organizations. The Youth Auxiliary Organization held its walk last month. Ladies are organizing some event in next 2 weeks' time. Today's walk is organized by the elders of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association. That's why we don't see many youth or ladies who have joined us. By the grace of Allah, the attendance today is over 1,600 and the amount raised is £180,000. Out of which 126 is cash. This walk also commemorates 125 years of worldwide Ahmadiyya Muslim community. The last year, the chapter of UK celebrated its first centenary. I am personally very grateful to our great supporter and friend, Mr. Muhammad Asghar, member of National Assembly of Wales, who supported us and who has traveled all the way from Cardiff to join us today. I am also very grateful to some participants from North Wales. Respected Umeed sir, with your permission, some of them are related to late Dr. Mahdi, who was a distinguished doctor from Canada and was murdered in Pakistan just 2 weeks ago. He went there as a volunteer for Tahir Heart Institute to serve the ill and the needy. He was murdered just because of his faith, his crime that he was an Ahmadi Muslim. With these few words, I would like to thank once again the walkers, and all those who have traveled long way, like Cardiff, like Scotland, and other part of the country. Thank you very much.
A prize distribution ceremony was held for medalist competitors and certificates and gifts for the charities involved in the challenge.
Our respected National President, Mr. Rafiq Ahmed Hayat, New Malden. Mr. Aziz Ahmed Dean, New Malden.
I'd just like to thank you all for your incredible generosity. Every single penny of this cheque will go towards funding a Macmillan nurse at the Royal Marsden Hospital. So thank you very, very much.
Water for Life project, which is providing clean water in sub-Saharan Africa. I would request Irfan Qureshi to kindly come and receive a cheque of £12,500 on their behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those projects which our organization has supported for the last couple of years particularly, and we hope to continue to regularly support this project.
Jazakallah for the generous contribution. This cheque is collecting on behalf of Akram Ahmadi Sahab, who is the chairman of IEEE. IEEE stands for the International Association of Ahmadi Architects and Engineers, and under that IEEE we have a Water for Life project. Last year what you donated or what you raised was directed towards Tanzania, setting up new water wells for Tanzania, and this year's donation will also go a long way. Jazakallah.
Can I now request Ashley Jones on behalf of SCLT to kindly come and receive a cheque of £2,500.
Assalamu alaikum. It's a singular pleasure and an honour to have joined you today. It's been not only a really enjoyable day, but it's been wonderful to meet so many people celebrating community and respect for everybody else. My very small charity that I work with, we particularly work to provide a tailored service for older adults from all walks of life to make sure that they don't become victims of crime. The donation you've given us today will allow us to help many people. Thank you very much.
Next, I would request Craig Linton to kindly come and receive a cheque of £5,500 on behalf of the Royal London Society for Blind People.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank the Ahmadiyya community again for their continued friendship of the Royal London Society of Blind People. Over the last couple of years, you've helped us provide a drop-in nursery for blind children born in London. The difference that makes to families is immense. I was recently at an event where one of the mums was speaking. She sort of broke down in tears halfway through her speech, and she said, "Without you, I just don't know where we'd have been. We were lost, but you were there for us. You made that difference. And it's only thanks to you that we're able to make that difference to families across London and the South East. So thank you very much for your continued friendship, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you."
The next is the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity. I would request Mr. Jim Mulvey to kindly come and receive a cheque of £2,000 on their behalf.
Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you on behalf of Royal Marsden for this generous support that you've given us. Cancer is one of those awful diseases that everybody fears. Hardly a family in the country doesn't suffer from it and is not touched by it. But that fear must recede year by year, because cures are coming up practically every other year for different kinds of cancer. We've got to a state now at Royal Marsden where we know that one treatment for all cancers doesn't work, and we treat each individual cancer on its own, and we come up with a success for it. And I do thank you, because this money makes Royal Marsden one of the leaders in research for the cure for cancer. But on a personal matter, I must confess to you and our distinguished guests and our politicians that I'm one of those ignorant people who up until recently didn't realise that the Amerdalian Society existed. And I've heard so much about it, and what I've seen today is a complete eye-opener. And I'm sure our politicians on all parties, they know it, and they've known it for years, and they're going to speak out from the rooftops to let the world know, and Britain in particular, of the message that you people are putting forward. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
National President of the community, Mr. Rafiq Ahmed Hayat, gave the closing remarks, congratulating the organisers for a very successful event.
I know it's been a very long day, and I really admire the people who've been sitting out in the sunshine for that long. I'm not sure if I could have been out there for that long, but I really do admire them. However, today we have had an excellent day by the grace of God, and we had very good turnout, but we were truly blessed with the weather as well today. And I think that made the big difference to have such an event on a day when the sun shines. And as you have seen, that this event is organized to support a lot of very good causes. And each year, the organization continues to add more charities to this very good cause. And I'm very, very proud of the work that they have done, especially because this is the year that we are celebrating our centenary of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association, United Kingdom. The community first was established on the 25th of July, 1913, and therefore we are going to end the centenary year on the 25th of July, 2014. So this will be one of our last events in the large number of events that have taken place during this year. And in this year, we started the year last time with a combined charity walk, which was held at the Tower of London. And the principal aim was to show our support for Queen and country. And that was because it was the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, we decided that we would raise a large sum for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Fund. And for that, and of course, we have to continue to support our normal charity causes that we have. So during the year, we were able to raise well in excess of £300,000 for that particular fund. And we gave £150,000 to the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Fund, which was then doubled by the government. And the Queen's Jubilee Fund received £300,000 as a result of our efforts. So I would like to congratulate all the people who took part in this tremendous effort to support the Queen. During the year, there were also plans to plant a large number of trees. And again, I believe several thousands of trees were planted throughout the country. And then we had the blood donation drive. Again, hundreds and hundreds of people went to donate blood under that particular scheme. Then we had exhibitions, and we had peace conferences throughout the country to try and bring peace and harmony to the society that we live in. And that is the only objective, is to try and bring everyone under one platform so that we can have peace and harmony in the society. And then we had, at the Guildhall, a conference of world faiths, where we had a very international flavor to it. We had speakers from around the world who came to speak at that conference. And again, the fundamental purpose of that was to try and find common grounds between various faiths so that we can bring peace and harmony in our society. And yesterday, we had a Ride for Peace, which was started in Glasgow last Saturday and ended yesterday. And again, the aim of that ride was to try and create awareness in the society that there is a Muslim community who is trying to create peace in this society. And at the same time, the aim was to raise hundreds of thousands of pounds for charitable causes in the UK. And as a result, the British Heart Foundation and Humanity First were two of the charities will receive over £100,000 between them from that ride that took place and finished yesterday at this very place. So you can see that the community is continually trying to strive to try and bring change within our society at whatever micro level that we can. And we hope and pray that with the efforts that the community is making, slowly and slowly, we'll be able to bring about change. Finally, I'd like to thank everyone, all the people, all the participants who have made this possible today. It's a great effort, and I'm really, really proud of everyone who took part. I'm very grateful to the charities who have, I know, done tremendous work in their own spheres, and they actually help millions of people around the world, and they, in most cases, are volunteers themselves trying to help other people. I'm very grateful for the work you're doing. And I'd like to say to the National President of the Ansarullah that it is through his efforts and his organization that we are able to have a very successful walk this afternoon. May Allah bless you all. And I'd like to thank again all our guests who came here to support us. May God bless you as well. Thank you very much. For those who are traveling long distances, please drive safely. If you're tired, do not drive. Take a break. And once you feel better, only then drive, because we want to make sure that everyone who took part arrives home safely tonight, and that we do not have anybody who suffers as a result of our event today. Thank you very much. And as is traditional, we end with silent prayer. Will you all please join me in silent prayer? Ameen.
We've increased the fundraising on every year-to-year basis with 1.5 times of the previous year. One very important aspect that I would like to highlight is Huzur has mentioned that we try to support maximum number of local charities that we can. These are the needy charities. We support them. We go to the villages, we go to the mayors and we support them. We go and introduce the Jamaat over there. It is a way of introducing our Jamaat and just showing that this, irrespective of race, religion and creed, we are supporting the common people, the people who are in need, supporting humanity. And that is the 9th condition of Bai'at as well.
The Ahmadiyya Muslim community has a long history of hosting and organizing charity events to raise funds for charities, and is also vigorously involved in projects to help the less privileged, not only within the UK, but also across the world. The Ahmadiyya Muslim community in the UK has strived for over 100 years to bring social harmony and play its role in bringing peace to humanity. The true essence formed from its motto, love for all, hatred for none.